I did not expect to be making this video right now, but here I am. So, I'm sure that some of you have already seen what's going on. There is a video up on the Shepherd Crew's YouTube channel. It's called Akira the German Shepherd Works for Her Food. It has nothing to do with Jay at all, the situation that I'm talking about. But, basically, the situation that I'm talking about is due to some comments left on the video. There are several. So I did just kind of want to talk about them because they are pretty harassing to Danielle and they have a lot of not good information in them. So I wanted to correct that information at the request of Danielle herself. Obviously, I'm sure that she would want that information corrected. And because I happen to have the correct information, so I am going to correct that. A lot of these comments are left by somebody named Maddie the service dog, which has left some comments on my videos before about Danielle and about this situation. In the past, she's previously been pretty okay, pretty chill. But now it seems like she's deciding to attack Danielle for some reason. So I did want to talk about that and discuss that. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We are going to go over the comments that she left on the video. B-Town Paranormal is involved too, but they've basically just been telling Maddie, the service dog, to fuck off because she's spouting incorrect information. So I'm going to correct all of that here. I will let you know that all of the information I'm about to give you is given to me by either Danielle or Danielle's legal guardian, her grandmother, and all of it is true to the best of my knowledge, on November 9th, 2019, which is right now. And most of these comments were left either yesterday or less than an hour ago. So we're very up to date right now. Yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And we're going to try not to get too bored. But look at how cute that face is. Oh, God. It's terrifying. Good boy. Okay, let's get into the comments. So this all started a day ago when Maddie the service dog posted this comment on Jay's video. It says, just to let you know, Lakota the service wolf is back and calling her YouTube channel in the description, Pause and Love. That is true. Lakota the service wolf, I guess the channel is back. It's now called the Galaxy Shepherd. And the channel description does not say Pause and Love. But that's okay. She claims to have a real service dog now. She has a service dog in training, that's true, that was gifted to her, which is a 7-month-old German Shepherd dog. So yeah, the original owners of this dog said that she was 7 months old. I found out it's a 2-year-old GSD that's pretty skittish. So, yeah, the dog is 2 years old, according to the vet. That's what they said, is that she's probably 2, which is fine. A lot of people get rescue dogs at 1 or 2 years old if they're planning on doing service dog training. The dog isn't very skittish. She was a little nervous the first day she was there, but again, she was sick, so you'll find that out later, but she was sick, and also it's a new place. I mean, every dog is usually either really skittish or really nervous in a new place. Anyway, I heard it came to her sick because it had no shots and spent living on a chain with no training. Actually, the dog apparently had shots, but they redid the shots just to be safe because obviously this person lied about her age, so they're not really sure, if the shots were true or not, but they did them again. She is sick, but not because she had no shots. She does have pneumonia, and she had a few different worms, but obviously, this dog came from a situation that is similar to a rescue situation at this point. So that isn't anybody's fault, besides the previous owners, obviously. But she does have pneumonia. They are giving her the proper treatment, and she should be ready to start training in no time. It spent living on a chain with no training. That is false. She was not living on a chain. She was living inside of a home and getting 3 meals a day. The only reason they wanted to get rid of her is because they didn't have enough time to spend with the dog. Obviously, the dog isn't trained, but she did have a name, and she knew her name, stuff like that. She was already doing PA the last few weeks. That's not true. This dog has not been out in public. The only place it's been is the vet. And I heard this week it nipped a child, and it has been put under house quarantine for nipping a child. Now, that's not true. This dog has never bitten or nipped anyone. And it's not under house quarantine. She can go wherever she wants, but she has pneumonia, so obviously they're not taking her anywhere. Others are saying she hasn't gifted the dog. Her family bought the dog for her after she begged for a GSD service dog. So that's not true at all. This dog was really gifted to her by somebody. And this person was very nice to give her this dog. But however, we have noticed it has health issues, stuff like that. So yeah, it was gifted to her. It was donated to her. Even the dog's gear is similar to yours. It's really creepy. She is coping you. So, I will say that the gear is kind of similar, but, you could argue that my gear is similar to Jay's as well. So, there's a lot of people who have similar gear to each other. Weird how some people have similar tastes to each other. That's very weird. They said she even became transgender because you are transgender. That's just terrible thing. That's just a terrible thing to say. Personally, I've been calling her Danielle. I have mixed feelings on the whole situation because of how supportive her family is, but she was apparently transgender before Jay came out as trans male. So she was actually transgender around the time, like transgender female to male, around the time that Jay was non-binary. I believe that's what Jay was. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really follow that timeline very well. But you are lucky you here in California and she in Alabama and does not drive and her family does not allow her out their sight because she would be stalking you. So that's really rude to say. It's also really rude to dox someone by telling people outside of their like immediate circle of friends and family what state they live in. That's rude as hell. She's a total creep. I feel sorry for you. I know how you feel. I had someone like this from college myself. So, yeah, saying that somebody is stalking you when they're not is just rude. But we will continue on with that. The next comment is from B-Town Paranormal. It says, "That's not true. Danielle hasn't taken that dog into public yet. I just spoke with her, and being transgender has nothing to do with Jay. Yeah, the channel was a bit odd, but she changed it quickly. And it's okay if the dog is skittish at first. Mine was, and it's okay. You have to build the dog's confidence. There have been many of rescue dogs that have become really good service animals. Stop spreading stuff. I mean, Danielle isn't hurting you or anyone. Just let her be. But I confirm that none of it is true, and I don't know who you heard that from, but that is insanely incorrect." Sarah, I believe the person who's leaving this comment, could be Sarah or her husband, is totally right. All of the things that Maddie had said are not true. And yeah, there's a lot of rescue dogs that have made really good service animals. And at the time, this is the dog that is right for Danielle. So I don't really understand what the issue is. Everybody was complaining to her when she had a taxidermy wolf as a service animal, quote unquote, and now everybody's complaining to her that she's a real dog. So like, what the hell? A handful of teams are saying what I'm saying. I was not able to find anywhere else on any of the Shepherd Cruise videos, on any of the Galaxy Shepherd videos, on any of my videos, on any of B-Town's videos, where any team or person is saying anything remotely like this. Yes, rescue dogs do make great service dogs, but they are not skittish 2-year-old fear nippers biters. Actually, that's not true at all. A lot of them are skittish at the beginning. A lot of them are over 2 years old. Some of them are nippers or biters. But again, Danielle's dog, Galaxy, is not skittish, and she is not a fear nipper or biter. She is not a nipper or biter at all. So it's interesting that somebody would lie about that for no reason. GSDs that are 2 years or older with skittishness and are nippers and slash biters make a very poor choice. Well, I guess it's a good thing that Galaxy isn't older than 2 and isn't skittish and isn't a nipper or a biter. So then I guess he's a great choice. If one is going to have a GSD as a service dog, starts with an 8-week-old pup before any issues start. I totally disagree. I think that your dog needs to become fully socialized first, which does not happen at 8 weeks. It be sooner or later the fear nips will turn into full-blown fear bits. This dog has too many behavior issues, and I fear if the medics are called to help her, this dog will bite the medics or heck anyone trying to help her if she falls and bleeding. I don't she be capable of handling or controlling the dog if the dog get protective and attacks. This is a dangerous situation she putting herself and the general public in. I'm also worried about the reputation of service dogs if this dog that isn't suitable for service work and it attacks someone. I would have never accepted an untrained, chained up, abused, and neglected dog that has a poor temperament at best and skittish as service dog. I would recommend euthanizing such a dog because it is a liability for everyone. That's insane. You would euthanize a dog for literally no reason? That dog has never bitten anyone, wasn't abused, wasn't neglected, doesn't have a poor temperament, and isn't skittish. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. So I try to stay chill in these videos, but seriously, euthanizing a dog for no good reason. If the dog has bitten a bunch of people and is in actual danger, okay. If the dog has had issues in the past where it's got serious health problems, okay. For no reason? Seriously? Even if she did have these issues and she couldn't be a service dog and she had to be a pet or whatever, okay. But seriously, suggesting to euthanize a dog for no reason, that makes me lose all respect for somebody. That's just so wrong. Oh my God. Heck, I will admit Lakota the dead service wolf was creepy and etc. Well, it's weird because you defended her when she did it. But I'd rather have and accept Danielle going back to using Lakota as a service dog than this liability of dog. Really? You do? You know, because this dog can actually help her with her disabilities a lot better. So, and I don't suggest anybody use a cane if they can't walk at all, you know. If they need a wheelchair, I don't really suggest they use a cane. I would suggest they use a wheelchair, you know. That's just me, though. Just a quick second to apologize for the whining in the background. If you can't tell, I'm at work. But this was very important because Danielle called me crying, so I decided to make this video. The next comment is from Danielle herself. It says, "Stop trying to get Galaxy taken away." I'm not sure where that came from, if that came from like the euthanasia comment or what, but that's just what it says. And then B-Town Paranormal said, "That's what I'm trying to explain. The dog hasn't been in public yet. She had her friend's service dog on video in public, not the GSD. The dog hasn't bitten anyone. Her grandma would have said something to me by now. I talk to Danielle almost daily. The dog is not quarantined. The dog has pneumonia. She just took her to the vet for it and is being treated for it. It never nipped anyone." So that is true. Galaxy does have pneumonia, and she is staying home, she's not on quarantine or anything. Like, she goes outside to go to the bathroom and whatever. But, again, she's sick, so she isn't, like, working or anything. And obviously, she's a service dog in training. She does not have public access rights in that state yet, I believe. If I'm wrong, check me in the comments. You guys know now that where Danielle lives, like what state she's in. So if you want to check service dog and training rights, that would be great. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on that. But again, it's not okay for you to assume things that just because, I don't know where you would have heard these comments, by the way. I have not found anywhere on the internet, anywhere where it says that Galaxy has done any of this stuff. Maybe it's confusing because she did go out in public with her friend Stormy and Stormy's service dog, Sierra. And I will show a picture of them to show the difference between them. They are very different dogs. I will show you the picture here. So that is Danielle, and that is Sierra. Sierra is a Belgian Malinois, and she is Stormy's service dog. And this is Danielle and Galaxy. Galaxy is a black German Shepherd. So again, she is a Belgian Malinois, and she is Stormy's service dog. I believe she's fully trained. She is a alert dog for her, and I think she does a couple other things. I'm not really sure. I'm not that close with Stormy, but I do know that in a video that I will show a clip of, they went to the mall together and they went to Petco together, and Stormy was nice enough to allow Danielle to handle Sierra to get used to handling an actual dog as a service dog, which was very nice of her. Danielle posted these videos up on her channel because she was like, wow, this is, interesting content. And I think people knew the difference between Sierra and Galaxy when she, called them different names, and they are different looking dogs. So, again, this is Sierra, the Belgian Malinois. She is Stormy's service dog. And then again, this is Galaxy. This is Danielle's service dog, Prospect. Prospect, meaning she hasn't really started much training with her. Why? Number one, because she just got hurt. And number two, she's sick. Galaxy is sick, and she can't go anywhere. So she couldn't have bitten a child if she'd never been anywhere. And you don't have any proof that she ever went anywhere. You know why? Because she didn't. Galaxy has never been anywhere with Danielle except the vet and outside to go to the bathroom. Galaxy is sick, and they are working on treating her. She would not take the dog out when she's sick. She just wouldn't do that. That's just horrible. I don't know anybody who would do that. But just in case somebody's still confused, I'm going to show clips of the videos that Danielle took of her and Sierra in public to show you guys that the dog she took in public in those videos is actually Sierra.
Update, Galaxy's at the vet. We went into Spencer's, and I had an epileptic seizure, just about, because they had strobe lights going. Well, Sierra ended up doing DPT and leading me out of the store, which was amazing. She's a really good service dog. She's really good. So hopefully we can get Galaxy to where she'll be just like Sierra one day. Sierra, push. Good girl, push. Guys, isn't she awesome?
I'll admit those videos are a little shaky, but again, they prove that the dog she was at the mall with and the dog she went to Petco with are the same dog. They're Sierra. They are Stormy's service dog. She's a Belgian Malinois. Don't know how old she is, sorry. But she's a totally different dog, and I showed you the pictures and I showed you the videos. That should be proof enough, but if you need more proof, you can contact Ashlyn, Stormy, Danielle, anybody, and all of them will tell you that that's who she went to the mall with. And at the beginning, she even says Galaxy's at the vet. Galaxy stayed overnight at the vet. So, kind of impossible for Galaxy to be at the vet at the same time that she's at the mall or at Petco. So that didn't happen. Never bit a kid. Back to comments. And the next comment. Look at the naughty foul mouth the little has. I don't know what she's referring to. These comments were not edited. There is no foul language anywhere. It's fine. Does the little girl have something to hide? Is that why she has such a filthy mouth and is insulting? You need to have your mouth washed out, little girl. Anyhow, if I was such a liar, why did I seen a video you made of your GSD doing public access? Again, that video doesn't exist. Several teams called you out on it and you dirty deleted it. False. I used the Wayback Machine. There are no videos posted of Galaxy doing public access. Another team saw you at the mall and got a secret video of you and that dog, and she did an hour after seeing you. She heard people in the mall about it. Black dog nipping at a child that was petting it, and the owner was someone that was a potato. First of all, if another team got a secret video and posted it in like a group, I'm sure it would be on like Facebook or any of the Reddit groups. I am in all of them. All of them. You search service dog, I'm in most of them. I'm not in some of the like unlisted, private, like totally locked ones, obviously, but I'm guessing that this video would be shared around. I have not seen it anywhere. And also, saying somebody's a potato is really rude. If you call me and others liars, little girl, I don't know who the others are. There's literally nobody else backing you up. That's fine. I would say show proof before bumping your gums. Okay, then you show proof. Oh, you may have dirty deleted your public access video. It napped before you did so. It was service dog shitlisted. False. The service dog shit list does not have any copies of this video anywhere because it doesn't exist. And the team that secretly videoed you at the mall before your dog nipped a child posted her evidence video. Where? That team knew you would tell the lies you tell when you are called out. You are endangering the public with a suitable dog for an SD, and as well as endangering the team's public access. You also lied about not being with your boyfriend Ashlyn, but you are back with him. No, didn't lie. Just didn't really tell anybody. Maybe because it's nobody's business. But you are back with him. You only claim to have broken up. That's false. They did really break up, but now they are back together. Because you tried to get people to stop talking about him, because you lie and your behavior is the reason your family hired a life and special needs babysitter for you. No, there's no quote-unquote live-in babysitter living at the home. I speak with the homeowner multiple times a week. Talk all the time. I video chat with Danielle. I video chat with the homeowner all the time. There's no live-in babysitter, just Danielle and her family. Hack, she needs to also babysit you when you are on the internet. I and others are well aware that your parents, when they get service dog handlers calling them complaining about your internet behavior, you often get grounded from the internet and phone taken away for a week or two. False. Danielle has never been grounded from the internet, and she doesn't have a phone to take away. If you don't know, she broke her phone because of the incessant calls she was getting from people who were harassing her. And Danielle's parents are not really in the picture. You would know that if you watched any of my videos. If you have any proof, then show up instead of insulting, calling names, and having a dirty, naughty mouth that needs to be washed out with soap. That's insane. Don't say stuff like that. I personally been trying to avoid you, but I only to call you out on still stealing from NJ and placing the public in danger, and the fact that you're doing public access with a dog that has no business to be a service dog and it nipped a child. You putting the public in danger as well as going to ruin the reputation of service dog. If you keep that ill-tempered dog, it's suitable for a stay-at-home ESA. You should get a more suitable dog, aka a puppy, to train to be a service dog. First of all, I'll just make the point that I don't think that Danielle is really capable of handling a puppy. Because puppies are difficult. I told her that getting an older dog was a good idea. This dog seemed like the Hail Mary for her, and her grandmother has plenty of experience handling German Shepherd dogs, and I have plenty of experience training service dogs, so together we can do it. But not if people like you continue to be rude and lie, because this is insane. And again, I try to be unbiased, but seriously, when people don't show proof for allegations they have, I just get really angry. And you will see that in this comment string, there is literally no proof, and it's very frustrating. There's no proof from any sides except, I don't know, I guess mine, because I'm the one posting this. I'm not trying to have the dog taken away. That's my job because I'm not an animal control officer for City of Opeka Animal Control Department in Alabama. I'm in California and I have no jurisdiction there. But if your dog keeps nipping at people and kids, I'm sure the City of Opeka Animal Control Department would take your dog away. The fact that you're doxing somebody is illegal. You are giving out the name of the state and the name of the city that a public figure lives in. That is illegal. You are attempting to do that in order to cause harm to that person. That's illegal. Please stop. The reason I'm doing it now, and the reason I'm sharing this stuff with you, is because I care about Danielle, and I'm trying to keep her safe, and I'm trying to keep her dog safe, because her dog deserves to be safe, she deserves to be safe, her family deserves to feel safe, and you are making them not feel safe, and that's not okay, especially since what you're doing is lying. B-Town, may I ask, are you with her 24/7? I don't know what she does. Yes, I saw the videos of her with a Mal, but the video I saw and she dirty deleted was the mall with her black GSD. False. That video didn't happen. In fact, the time between she posted the live video of her meeting Galaxy for the first time, and the live video of her in the mall with Sierra were so little time apart that I don't even think it would have been possible for them to, like, switch dogs off. Like, go home, take Galaxy home. Like, meet Galaxy, end the live video, take Galaxy to the mall, and then bring Galaxy back home, get Sierra, and then go back to the mall. The timing just doesn't work out. But either way. There was also a video posted on the shit list from a team in her area of her at the mall with her grandma and Ashlyn. False. Her grandmother does not go with her in public places very often at all. That didn't happen. That team secretly filmed her at the mall. I personally don't want to fight with you. We both know Danielle's a known chronic liar. False, 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 false. I don't want to fight with you either, but if I have to, I will. And at this point, you're making it clear that I have to. Because you've lied to me about stuff in the past, and I only recently figured that out by searching some of the things that you said in a previous video of mine, which I won't take down and I won't dox you for, because if I did, I'm sure you'd get really upset at me. But let's just say that this person has contributed information to some of my past videos, which I have found out by calling police departments and getting case numbers that the information that she gave me was false. And I don't take that sort of shit lightly in the slightest. That's not okay. I am a factual channel. I talk about factual information, and the fact that I have to talk about your bullshit right now is really frustrating to me. So, we're just going to move on to the next comment. Then Danielle says, leave me and my girlfriend Galaxy alone. We're not bothering you. And also, I have not taken her into public yet. She's been sick, but she is getting better, and she's a very smart and well-behaved dog. This is true. I have seen videos of her. She is really smart, and she is pretty well-behaved for how much training they've done with her, which is very little. Then doesn't tell lies, steal from others, copy alerts, endanger the public, or other service dog teams. Okay, so again, if you're telling her to do that, maybe you shouldn't either. You know very well you had that dog that not suitable in public. False, she did not. And it nipped a child. False, it did not, because the dog fear nipped because it's skittish. False, the dog is not. No dog that has a bite history of child nipping, biting should never be a service dog, not in public setting, because it's a dangerous dog. Well, good thing that Galaxy has not had a bite history, because that means she'll probably be a better service dog, right? The child nipping will only increase to a full-out bite to fatal attacking a child. Jesus Christ. I and others will really hate to see what would happen to our public access, the reputation of service dog, if your dog would wearing a service dog vest, abs being called a service dog one day fatally attacks a small child because of fear, because it's skittish. Well, it's a good thing that Galaxy doesn't have fear nipping or skittishness in her nature, and she's never bit a child. Good thing that's, the truth. Your girlfriend. Didn't you say you broke up with her, not taking her back? Well, guess you lied about Ashlyn. I don't think that's a lie. I think that's a relationship that isn't any of your business. When other teams started claim he was a child molester, I'm not sure if he is or not. If I knew his real name, I would look and see if he was on the Megan's Law child molester list. You started claiming you broke it off with him and got rid of so on. Sounds like you're trying to hide his location because he may have failed to do something according to the law, or the police. Alabama has a warrant for arrest and worries that a ream will be reporting him. Like I said, don't what is with him, but he and you are hiding something. That is totally false, and I will prove it to you by showing you the video of me looking up Ashlyn's birth name and proving to you that there are no records. Show that now, I guess. These type of allegations are not something I take lightly, because obviously I care a lot about Danielle, and if she's in some sort of danger, I want to be sure that I know what's going on and that I can make sure she's safe. So I did. I C-capped Ashlyn using her legal name at the time, and if you guys don't know, the the law basically says that you have to, anytime that somebody is convicted, you have to use both their current legal name and their birth name when you are convicting them. So if Ashlyn would have been convicted of anything, it would have showed up under her birth name, which, if you guys don't know, Ashlyn is transgender. So, of course, I searched her birth name. If you want to go back and slow down that part of the video where I do that, you can totally do that. But there's that. So you've got that now. There's proof. The only thing that she's ever been convicted of is, changing her name. So there's the legal name change, and that's literally it. Secondly, Police Alabama doesn't have a warrant for Ashlyn's arrest, and if they did, they would be able to find her very easily because she lives in a college dorm, and they have very strict rules about that sort of stuff, so they would find her pretty easily. Danielle says, okay, you obviously know nothing and you're stirring up shit just to make yourself look smart when you're obviously very stupid and immature. Danielle, just want to let you know, at this point, you should maybe stop commenting, because at this point, this person is obviously not going to listen to you. Yeah. And the next comment is from Mommy Cass Reborns. Go follow her if you don't. She's involved in the two hobbies that I'm involved in, which is, I used to be involved in Reborns a lot, and then she's also, in the service dog world, so we're basically the same person. You are some sort of cruel, Maddie, for spreading this misinformation. Galaxy never bit, and you were just jealous because this is going to be a fine-looking dog once healthy in a few weeks, and he was lucky enough to get it for free. You are mad that you can't make fun of him anymore for going around with a stuffed wolf. You are mean-spirited. Try being happy for someone for once. I think that comment really just covers it all. Thank you, Cass. Thank you. Slow claps to you. Slow claps to you. But then, of course, Maddie, the service dog, comes back with, why should I be jealous of a dog that nipped a child? So I guess you just didn't read the previous comment saying that you were lying. That's fine. My service dog never nipped a child or even ever shown any aggressive behavior, not ever had a bad, skittish temperament. Okay, then post some videos of your dog. If you don't know, Maddie the service dog has no videos uploaded right now. So we don't know your dog at all. So tell me again I'm jealous of a skittish dog that is aggressive and doing a 14-day home quarantine for child nipping at a mall. I'm sure the dog is labeled as dangerous by the city of Opeka Animal Control. False. Definitely not. So again, why I'm jealous of that? LOL, you think I'm jealous that my service dog is not a skittish child zipper. It starts with fear nipping, and then the nipping can turn fatal if the dog psycho snaps with too much stress. Service dog work and PA are very inappropriate for a dog that's skittish. Well, good thing she isn't skittish then, huh? That dog's 2 years old and that skittishness will not go away. False. Skittishness can be fixed in almost any dog. The dog's too far gone. Seriously, do you know anything about dogs? I'm a professional dog trainer. I train dogs up to 15 who are skittish, and I fix them. I make that behavior go away. It would make a good stay-at-home ESA pet away from the public where it cannot nip another child. I'm sure the old Pika Animal Control told her boyfriend, her family, and her babysitter it can't be a service dog because it's now labeled as a danger dog because it nipped a child. The old Pika Animal Control hasn't talked to her at all. You know why? Because the dog didn't do any of that. She got that dog for free. I found that also funny that you said that. I used to think that the dead wolf was a bad idea. And this skittished. A dog that nipped a child is far worse than a dead service wolf. I hate to say this, but I would accept Lakota coming back being her service dog. At least Lakota is dead and not dangerous and not nipping children. I'm not even mean. I'm just boldly projecting the reparations of service dog because people like her ruins it. P.S. I want to let you know when you look like Mrs. Chokes on Dick from South Park. Seriously? I can't believe people say that kind of stuff. That's just so rude. Who says that? Oh my God. And then the next comment is again from Maddie the service dog. And it says, P.S. I'm not spreading anything lies. I'm just saying what I saw in videos that she posted of PA at the mall. She didn't post any PA at the mall with any dog other than Sierra. She dirty related after other handlers called her out after the video of another team posted of Danielle be dragged around the mall by a dog that was being fearful with tail tucked tightly behind its legs. The handler said she wished she kept taping them because she would have got the video of the dog nipping at the child. Both videos is on shit list. False! I checked all of these shit lists that I could find on Facebook, on some of the groups on Instagram, and some of the subreddits. I couldn't find anything. If you find something, let me know. I will post it. I will. Anything you find, I promise I will post. Okay? But it's just not the truth. This dog has never bit anyone. In fact, I heard your dog mauled a child's face, and the kid needed a full face transplant at Brigham and Women's Hospital. It was a delicate procedure. I will post the pictures if you do not stop lying about this. B-Town! Send me those pictures. I want them. Okay, well, I know that's untrue. Her grandma doesn't ever leave the house unless it's a doctor's appointment. I've spoke to her myself. That's true. And the dog was in Petco. And that's the only public place, and all pets are allowed in Petco. I know she didn't take the dog to the mall because I was talking to her the whole time she was at the mall. She didn't take the dog to Petco. The dog she took to Petco was Sierra. If people need more video footage of that, I have more. If people need text message footage of that, B-Town has it. The dog has never been anywhere besides the vet. So, B-Town... wrong on that one, but the rest of it you're right on. This next one is interesting. Maddie the service dog says, it does not matter what you say about my service dog, because here in California, service dogs have to be registered with animal control. False, 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 false. That's not true. That's not true. No state is allowed to have any sort of registry for service dogs. They can have a voluntary registry, but you cannot require any registration. None. Not animal control, not through your city hall, nothing. Nothing. You can't have any sort of registration unless it's voluntary. All handlers have to show proof of disability, like your SSI disability papers. I don't have SSI disability papers. Does that mean I'm not disabled? D has demo service dog tasks. Oh my god, seriously? An animal also temperament tested with people? You've got to be kidding me. No. Life-size child doll and other dogs? No. My service dog had do the temperament test. She passed with flying colors. She was issued service dog papers and tag. Oh my god. Oh my god. Papers. She has papers. That must mean she's like really legit and she knows everything and she's like the best service dog handler ever. If she has papers and the certification and registration. Oh my god. She passed the temperament test, you guys. The imaginary temperament test. She passed it. So no matter what you say about my service dog, because she has papers from animal control stating my service dog passed their service dog testing they did on my service dog, animal would laugh at you and hand up on you. You make me laugh. Hey, may I ask where's Brigham and Women's Hospital? I've never heard of it because it's in California. Because there's no such hospital in California. LOL, you have me laughing. Wait, she just said that it was in California. Okay. It's not just me talking about Danielle's dog that is skittish and it nipped a child. Okay, who else then? Because I literally haven't seen anybody. Why do you stick up for someone using a dog that has child nipping history? Any dog that nips a child should be euthanized. Oh my god. You supporting using a fearful dog that already nipped a child? Yes, I highly believe any dog that nips a child should be euthanized. Once a dog like this bites a child, it will continue to bite children. False. I can't believe you said that because I work with dogs who have bitten children every day. This is very dangerous for children in public when someone takes a dog that has child nipping and biting history. Well, good thing that she doesn't, right? And good thing she also hasn't been in public. So neither of those things are true. This is also dangerous for the service dog reparation as well. I'm pretty sure next time her dog nips another child, her local animal shelter will take and euthanize it. Just to let you know, someone just shitlisted you on the service dog shit list. Man, the community really dislike you. I haven't seen that list anywhere. So, I want to see this shit list. What platform is it on? Instagram, Facebook, which one? Because I want to see it if it really exists. I want links. And then Danielle said, you're funny, grow up, the Galaxy Shepherd. I'm not string shit when the whole community in service dog shit list is talking about how your dog nipped a child at the mall. Again, we have yet to see a link or anything regarding this shit list anywhere. So, You should get on the service dog shit list then. Just because she is telling you that does not always mean she's telling the truth. We both know Danielle is a chronic liar. The proof is in the service dog shit list. Anyhow, if you want to have my dog put down, you need proof, and making up a lie is not proof. That's correct. And then Maddie the service dog says that it's on Reddit. So, you know what? Let's go look. I apologize, I am doing this very fast at this point, and the reasoning for that is because I am sick and tired of staying up all night making this video. You know why? Because people decide they want to lie and pretend that things exist when they don't exist. Then Danielle says, send me the link, I want to see too. And Maddie the service dog says it's sent to your email, and then doxes her email address. I'm sure the old Pika Animal Control gave your parents and yourself a copy of it as well, because it's required by law that dangerous dog owners are given a copy of the rules and regulations. I'm sorry, but where in the world would animal control officers give somebody a call-out page from Reddit? It's just so stupid and, like, completely irrelevant, and that's not a rule or regulation of anything. So that's funny. And then another person joined in and said, what's the link? I'm curious too. And then she said, just go to Reddit and put in Lakota the service dog in the search, which we did. And again, like this person said, we couldn't find anything. I'm sure you did, just like everyone else, but you just denying it because you're either one of Danielle's friends using a sock puppet account to just deny it when you indeed use it. So, you know I'm not. And obviously you can't, like, block communities on Reddit, as far as I'm aware. If somebody else finds it and you want to email me the link, you go right ahead and do that. You comment down below, I will give you my email. In fact, this girl, Maddie the service dog, has my email. She does. She has it. So the fact that she didn't immediately email me a link, which she has definitely contacted me before, I'll talk about that in a minute, very strange that she wouldn't just send this to me right away. Weird. Yeah. Then B-Town over here doing my digging for me, asking them to email it to them. Can't find it, don't know how to use Reddit, I want to know. I've searched it, isn't there email me the link because I want to see if it's true or not. And then somebody jumps in and says, people who believe in euthanizing a dog for non-medical reasons don't deserve to own dogs. True, and should be euthanized themselves. Don't necessarily agree with that, but yikes. I can't take anything you say seriously because that right there shows your entire outlook about animals is disgusting. Let the poor girl work on training her dog in peace. She's taking it slow, and even if the dog is shy or fearful, no dogs are perfect right off the bat, and the dog and her both deserve the chance to try to work for each other. Plus, the whole concept of this shit list sounds like plain bullying and high school drama. Grow up. The whole community in Service Dog Shit List explains it all. It's a whole community of people that have nothing better to do with their time than to bully and trash talk other people when we should be trying to raise each other up instead of tear each other down. There's a bigger community out there than you and your little shit list, and I'd reckon the people in the shit list community are nothing but a bunch of shitheads. Awesome. Ariana, I respect you as a person. You're a good person. If you ever need a platform on my channel, you got it. I think that everything she said right there is right on. If this community does exist, it sounds like they're just being rude and evil. I can't find it, obviously, so I don't think it does exist. But even if it did, that's what I think of it too. And then she spouts some more. I'm talking about the whole community. That's not true at all, because I have literally not seen it anywhere else. And usually I would see it, in one of the, 54 Facebook groups that I'm in. But I haven't. They have talked shit that didn't deserve it, but anyone that uses a skittish dog that has a child nipping history as a service dog, well, they deserve it because they are endangering the public and bringing other bad stigma reputation onto service dogs in the community. Again, it's a good thing Galaxy isn't skittish, and it's a good thing that she hasn't nipped a child, because then that means that she isn't bringing bad stigma reputation onto service dogs in the community. Good thing that that's not the truth. I'm sure when her dog nipped that child in the mall, good teams now will have a PA issue at the mall because of it. Already the teams in her area are beyond pissed off. The only other team in her area is Stormy, and that's like it. Because she PA'd that dog, and it was skittish when a child ran up and pet it, and it spooked and nipped the child. Any dog that has a child nipping history or biting history should never be a service dog and should be turned over to animal control to be destroyed. Jesus Christ. There have been a lot of small children who were either badly attacked or fatally attacked by a dog with child nipping history. Most people in the general dog comm has agreed with me that any dog that nips a child should be put down. Actually, I would say that, like, literally, like, 5% of the dog community agrees with you. The rest of it is, like, you know, a normal community that talks about how, like, you can help your dog. And if it has issues like this, like, what to do and, like, how to deal with it. I don't why people won't support a dog that's child nipper and not safe around children. Maybe because it isn't. Why protect a dog that is a child nipper? I'm pretty sure these be the same people that would not report someone they know is molesting a child. Jesus! You've got to be kidding me. I cannot believe that people talk like this. I can't believe that people like this exist. That people like this who believe that that a dog should be put down for having a behavioral problem, or being skittish, or nipping a child out of fear, which, by the way, again, Galaxy has never done, but even if she did, I mean, yeah, I might say that it shouldn't be a service dog. That Galaxy shouldn't be a service dog if she had nipped a child. So it's a good thing that she hadn't. But still, like, this is just wild. This is just insane. I can't believe somebody would say that that's the same as molesting a child. That's just insane. That's just crazy. And then she gives a Yahoo email address that she could have set up in, like, I don't know, 3 minutes by herself. So I can't really say that this email address is real or not real. If you want me to investigate that and, like, email this email address and stuff and try and figure out if this email address is real and belongs to her or somebody else, we can do that. It says the shitlist owner is the same person that runs service dog memes. I don't know where... Service dog memes, okay, where is that hosted? You know, who hosts it? Is it a person? Is it, you know, a group? I'd like, it's no information. So then she says, like said, go to Reddit and put in Lakota service wolf from their service. It's not that hard. You can also put service dog shit listing in the search as well. That's what we did. Couldn't find it because it doesn't exist. And then, Ariana gets back in and says, where's the proof that this dog ever bit a child? Are there reports from animal control that are part of public record? Again, I don't know that much about animal control, I will admit. So if there was something in public record that we could find, where would I find that? If you want to let me know, that would be great. I would love to look and find that. If it does exist, that would be awesome. Because then I would, you know, not have to have made this video. But until there's something concrete, this is all just hearsay, and no, it's not the whole community. You are actually giving the service dog community a bad name by putting this despicable behavior on all of us, when there are certainly plenty of people with service dogs like myself who do not get involved in bashing other people, judging them and their dogs, and putting entire teams on blast, doxing people, etc. It's a very small group of immature individuals that apparently you are involved with, as you are the one who brought this whole thing up, and whoever else is involved in this shit talking, I'm obviously not a part of it. I don't even know what this shit list is, or where it is, or anything about it. Not all service dog handlers sit around talking shit about other people and their dogs. Also, no, even if the dog did bite, I don't believe a dog should be destroyed for biting. Yeah, shouldn't do PA, obviously, but you don't murder an animal for having a reaction to something that we don't understand because we don't speak dog. You get a trainer or behaviorist and you work on the issue and try to rehab the dog. If none of that works, try and find a home where it can mostly be left to its own devices or not come in contact with kids, like a sanctuary or a ranch or rescue, etc. There are programs that do this and work with unadoptable or aggressive dogs. Murder is never the answer, and yeah, people who think you can just destroy a dog, you're disgusting. Have you ever lashed out at someone in anger or fear or anxiety? Did you get mad and punch a sibling or whoever when you were a kid? Maybe your parents should have just taken you out back with a shotgun and put you down like old Yeller, instead of working to raise you and teach you right from wrong like you do with a dog. Although, honestly, maybe they should have, because obviously haven't learned right from wrong if this kind of bullying is what a grown adult resorts to. And then Sarah says, I've done looked and there's no such account, so I don't know. I'm not sure if she's talking about the email address or the Reddit page. And then she responds, well, if you choose or not admitting what you truly saw and claim not seeing on Reddit regarding the dog nipping a child at the mall, or admitting have to see the video proof, it's all fine by me. The city of Opeka Animal Control know the child nipping truth about the dog. Yep, the truth that the dog did not nip a child. That's what they know. The Opeka laws are clear-cut. When the dog nips another person or child, animal will take equal action to make sure a dangerous dog is off their streets. False. If you guys really want me to look into the law on that, I am sure that law does not exist. But, gotta read it, you know. I and others in the community do not understand why you would support others. Who are these others? Stop saying there's others if they haven't commented. If you had friends who believed this, you would say, hey, will you come back me up? Because this is insane. And they would come back you up. But obviously they haven't. So there aren't any. And I can't find anyone else saying anything even remotely close to what you're saying. Do not understand why you would support someone using an aggressive dog with behavioral issues being used as a service dog. A dog that is skittish and fearful should never be a service dog prospect. Also, no one will train a 2-year-old dog as a prospect. Not true at all. My friend's service dog, just when she started training him, was 3. Some dogs are older. Because the dog will be almost 5 years old when it's finished training, will have a very short service dog career. Oh no, that's horrible that the dog is going to have a short career. Oh, man, it's almost like that's the only dog she could get because it was like donated to her. Man. Plus, the dog was never health checked, cleared by a vet on the shoulder, elbow, or hip x-rayed, and the GSD is known to have joint issues, and I'm sure it never had an eye exam for eye issues because GSD is prone eye issues. Okay, well, first of all, the vet hasn't cleared the dog for that sort of stuff because she's had the dog for like less than a week, I think. And since the dog hasn't even started working yet and is sick right now, I'm sure that they will get this dog checked after the dog is done being sick, especially since I told the grandmother to do that. And she said that she would. So, yeah. Never had an eye exam for eye issues. Just had an eye exam, actually. I'm guessing the dog didn't come from a good breeder. It looks like not well-bred shepherd. Oh, no. It's not well-bred. Darn. It's almost like there are no mutts or, not perfectly bred dogs in the community. No not well-bred dogs. No, puppy mill dogs. No mutts are allowed to be service dogs at all. None, I guess. That was sarcasm. Speaking of hips, I was told to look at the dog hindquarter movement in the videos. His hindquarters look off and weak like the dog's having hip issues. False. When I looked at them, they look fine. Dogs that have issues with their hips should never be used for mobility or balance, and I was told Danielle's going to use a dog for mobility and balance as well. That's not true. I just talked to her today. She doesn't plan to use it for anything like that. Just psych work. Not even planning on anything like mobility, nothing like that. Yes, I'm outspoken, and I will straight out call out the wrongs and boldly educate people. Well, you're educating incorrectly, hon. I've gotten emails calling me a coward and bully for speaking out about this. Maybe it's because you're speaking out something that's factually incorrect. I'm not a bully or a coward when I point out all the wrongs in this, pointing out the behavioral issues, the fact that I have a child, and I was trying to educate the girl on the fact she got a puppy instead of this hot mess going to put another stage of good teams and cause PA issues for teams. This is putting more of a black cloud over the good ethical teams like myself. If you're a good ethical team, then show proof, hon. Show proof. I show proof of everything. If people need proof from me, I give it to them as soon as I fucking have it. Because otherwise, I wouldn't be, legit. Danielle and her friends need to stop emailing me about who these people are that told me. Some of them are friends and few of them are well respected in our community. Really? Are they? Because I have no idea who they are. I'm very thankful for them in our community and I will not be name dropping. Why? For all that emailed and asked me if I was Deidre and said the dog nipped a child, I'm not sure where it originated from, but I know on the shit list a team which I will keep undisclosed unless you know the team I'm talking about from the old Pika area, videotaped. There are no teams from the old Pika area. Video Danielle doing PA with the dog at the mall, and then what I repeated from the shit list, and I saw in the videos as well as other teams I worry about causing issues for us as teams, especially when a dog has a very poor temperament, has already nipped a child in public settings. But it hasn't done that. Oh my god. Now here we have ever-resilient Sarah trying to educate this girl. I don't really care because I know for a fact your information is incorrect. I searched all on Reddit and I have screenshots to prove it, and I know for a fact the dog is not in public, and I put on my life the dog only went to Petco. I was on the phone with her, like, bro, seriously. Okay, if Galaxy really went to Petco, I guess I don't know, but her grandmother and Danielle, those two, they told me the only places that she had ever been were the vet and their house, and that was it. So I don't know, but either way, again, Petco is pet friendly, so that doesn't even matter if they did go there, but definitely didn't bite a child there. Like, bro, seriously. Plus I seen for a fact the dog's been medically clear. She's shown the vet papers. The only issue with the dog is it has pneumonia. I've seen the dog yesterday on video chat. The dog isn't skittish at all. That was the first day. And my service dog was about 2 boxer pit bull mix, heavily skittish and abused before me, and she turned out to be an amazing service dog, so that's also inaccurate. I'm not trying to argue, but you clearly don't know the whole story. I spoke her because I know she did no wrong this time. Trust me, I'm not going to lie for her, but honestly, a wise thing my mother taught me, it goes, believe only half of what you see and none of what you hear. I totally agree with that statement. I actually love that, and I'm going to use that now. Thanks, Sarah. And then Sarah and Danielle asked her to stop lying. At this point, she was really stalking Danielle. It's highly uncommon to run across another SD team in public in the same town at the same time. We all know that. Besides, if it was a real Reddit page, we would give the proper link. Anything searched on Reddit would have to have r/, you're searching for example, r/bandit or r/haunted location.
There's
So give the proper search link, please, if it actually does exist. I kind of agree. I have come across a couple teams in public before, but the thing is I live in like a big city.
That's
like
awesome.
City,
I would love to see that.
City. I live in the
Maddie,
capital city.
girl,
of my
you got
state.
my email.
When
Hit
I'm
me
going
up.
to work,
I will
obviously.
post
when
it.
I'm going to college, I live somewhere else.
I will post it on
When
my
I'm
channel.
At home, I live somewhere else, but I work in
So
the
when you get that,
city.
you hit me up if you got any videos,
my state.
anything, any actual proof.
So it's
no,
relatively
just
large.
texting. I don't want that. I don't want comments.
I have seen
I
two
don't
fake
want
teams,
a
a
ton of
messages.
Well,
I
not
just
fake
want proof,
teams.
just pictures
Two
or videos.
teams, basically.
Those are fine. Anything else, leave me alone.
The other one was real. That I didn't know that I was like meeting up with on purpose, right? So, just want to let you know, it's not that common. Second of all, Opeka is very small, very, 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 very small, and not many service dog teams there. And you know how I know that? It's because it's like a country area. And in those areas, some of the views that are shared is that disability doesn't always need things like that. So they do, things based on like whatever doctors suggest, and usually doctors in that area are, not as continuous on like the times of like what's modern and helpful like service dogs. So, that area is not consistent for producing service dog teams. And that's all shown in studies. If you need me to pull up like a study of like where the most common areas are for service dogs, if y'all need me to show that, I totally can. I will look it up. I will do the research. But you guys can do that yourself. It's really not that big of a deal. The fact that people are like still ignorant about the fact that some towns have like very few service dog teams is really weird. Especially her, if she supposedly lives in the small town. And she would know, right? Guess not. She responds, if it's highly rare, as you say, to run into another team in the same area, guess what? I often run into other teams myself. Oh, lucky you. And she responds, well, you don't live in Opeka in a small-ass town, literally, so the chances of you running into a team are slim, like I said. And she says, nope, I don't live in Opeka, but I also live in a small-ass town in California as well. My town is smaller than Opeka. I find that hard to believe since it's in California, one of the most populated states in the country. I still run into legit teams at the mall when they are training. We have a new team training in the mall of late. Cool. Yeah, because you're in California where it's more common. If you haven't lived in Alabama, you wouldn't understand. Thank you, Sarah, for explaining my point. So again, that's basically the end of the comments on YouTube. But there's one more thing that I wanted to talk about that I received in my email a couple of weeks ago. And the last time that I received emails, I hid the email because I didn't want a bunch of people spamming this person. But this time, I think we know who this person is. And if you want to go and spam this person, that's fine with me. Just don't do anything, obviously horrible, because obviously I don't advocate for stuff like that. No death threats, nothing like that. But if you want to message this person, you go right ahead. It just so happened that this Monday I received some very interesting messages from somebody named JJ Ranisha. I don't know this person. I don't know how they got my email address. They are not someone who's been in my contacts previously. But I think we all know who this person is because Maddie the service dog happens to have my email address from an earlier conversation we had when she was, a good person. So I believe this is her. That's my belief. That's allegedly. That's what I think. But you let me know what you think. The email, this first one, says, Danielle got a 7-month-old GSD service dog prospect, but it's really skittish. Why would someone even get a prospect that is skittish? A skittish GSD would be a fear biter. What an assumption. Okay. If this dog bites someone out fear in PA, it going give service dogs a bad rep as well as the breed. This dog wasn't even temperament tested, nor tested if it is suitable for service dog work. If the news reports it is going to make the service dog look bad. I have a very bad feeling this going bad, and the service dogs and handlers going to take nasty hit when this dog bites someone because it's skittish. Sent from my iPad. You might recognize that signature. I know that every iPad sends that email, but you might remember that from an earlier video that I made. Just hint. I will all of my anonymous people in my videos remain anonymous until they pull bullshit like this. I believe that this person is Maddie the service dog. 2 reasons. Number 1, she and I previously corresponded and talked via email. And her email signature did say send from iPad, and her email speak looked like this. And her comments, if you haven't seen, look like this. They're very, lots of spelling errors, lots of capitalization errors, grammar, stuff like that. So, that's just my guess. Of course, I responded. I know that it looks like it's cut off, but this actually is my whole response. The only thing that I say above this is hi. So actually the dog is 2 years old, and it was given in a rescue situation. The dog was given to her by a family who could no longer keep her. She got the dog because it was her only option for a prospect. She had never met the dog before. It was already hers. I agree it's not the best situation, but supposedly her grandmother is actually a very good trainer and won several show and obedience championships with shepherds, so we'll see if the dog washes or not. The dog has never bitten before in its life or shown any aggression whatsoever. However, I agree. She will never be doing PA with this dog until this dog has been cleared by me and her grandmother. Regards, Gabrielle G. Betcher. And the reason that I say that the dog needs to be cleared by me is because her grandmother is not a service dog trainer. I believe I've talked about this in one of my previous live videos, and I'll eventually talk about it in a timeline about how I don't know necessarily that her grandmother understands the difference between training for obedience and training for service work, that it's really different, and that Danielle will eventually need help with training for actual service work if she wants an actual service dog instead of just an obedient dog. So, but that's a topic for another video. Then I receive another email, and this time the subject is, "Oh God, Danielle is already due PA with the dog. I'm waiting to hear that the skittish dog bit someone and ruined the rep of service dog teams." Sent from iPad. I responded, so the dog has actually never done PA, according to her grandmother, Danielle's guardian, and her entire family. I just asked on the phone with everyone in the house. Regards, Gabrielle G. Betcher. And after this, I received no response. So, looks like we shut down that situation. Now, again, this is just me thinking that the person that emailed me is Maddie the service dog. Allegedly, they could be the same person, but I don't know, so I'm not going to say that I know for sure or not, because I don't know for sure or not. But they do seem very similar. I'm sure you guys can tell that by their way that they speak and stuff like that. I guess I'm not very private about my email address. If you guys want to email me whatever, just ask for my email address. I have a business email for a reason. Because, stuff like anonymous contact, stuff like that really needs to happen. But overall, I wanted to I'm sorry that this video ended up being so, rambly and serious, but, I wanted to make this video because I wanted to, if there really is a service dog shit list on Reddit that supposedly has these videos, I want to hear about it. I want to see it. I want to see these videos. So far, it's taken me a couple hours to make this video. I haven't received anything. I contacted Maddie the service dog via the email she gave me a while back when we were talking, and she has not responded. I contacted B-Town and asked they said they didn't have anything. Danielle doesn't have anything. So I don't think this shit list exists. But if it does, if you have any proof or anything regarding the situation, please let me know. Obviously, I love to hear what you guys think about these situations. I read every single one of the comments. I reply to most of them. Some of them I don't. I think some people think I'm going to reply to all the comments. I won't reply to all the comments. I will read all of them. I try to reply to the ones that seem like they actually warrant replies, if that makes sense. Again, I'm sorry this video got so sarcastic. I usually try to remain unbiased, but this situation is just out the window ridiculous. You know, making up a lie that somebody's dog bit like a person, bit a child, and then saying that somebody's a child molester. I can't believe that I had to CCAP Ashlyn and dead name her in order to prove that to people. That's just insanity, right? Insanity. It's fine. It's whatever at this point. If you guys have anything else in this situation, please let me know down in the comments. I would be really interested to hear. Right now, it is midnight. I've been working on this video for a while. I'm doing night manager at work right now, and all my duties were complete already, but I knew that I would need to get this done, so it's now officially Sunday. So if you guys have anything else on this situation, I hope to be getting this video up really soon. So I guess it's the 10th now. Hopefully I'll get it up today. So this is just insane. I have some more fun content coming to you guys soon. There's a vlog going up on Tuesday. And a crate training tutorial, or a crate cleaning tutorial coming up pretty soon. In case you guys are interested in that. You guys just want the tea. You just want to sip the tea, don't you? Well, there's more tea coming too. So, yeah. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in whatever I make next. Bye.